Hey everybody, Literary DM here. Welcome to my channel. So normally I do tips and stories, but today I decided to change things up a bit. I just got back from GaryCon. I'm still recovering from all that, and it was a great time. So today what we're going to do is we're going to react to and even analyze to see what we can learn from a very special Dexter's Lab episode called D and DD. Now, for many people potentially in my generation, this is more than likely how we were introduced to the concept of TTRPGs to begin with. It aired in 1995, which means AD&D 2nd edition was on its way out, and 3rd edition was more or less in the pre-phase. Though that probably would have started around 1998, but still, AD&D 2nd edition was in its last few years. Either way, this episode is fantastic. It actually has a lot to talk about in terms of D&D, and even what makes a good and bad Dungeon Master. So, without further ado, let's get started. These title cards, my dude. Ugh. Already running away from goblins. We know this is a D&D campaign when they're running away from goblins. Or goblin-like creatures. This is actually, I would label, a good trap, mainly because it's actually dynamic and the players can use a lot of their abilities. So this is good in the sense of what it can do, but bad in the sense that they didn't really have a chance to see it coming.
Well done.
So, you've dispatched my minions, escaped my deadly traps.
Traps? I guess there was a pit trap. So, 2. Technically, there were 2 traps. Traps is accurate.
Die, pitiful worms! Cheater! What? You dare defy
My limbs? I am the game master. You are my pawns. I created the world you see before you.
Okay, this is actually a brilliant bit of dialogue here for a few reasons. One, it's a very casual way, ham-fisted way to communicate to the audience how this game works very short and concisely. We already visually saw how it operates, but now that we see basically the veil is torn, we know what's happening because Dexter very quickly asserts this is how this game works. But also, this is where we get what's known as text and subtext. We were getting what the character's actually saying. In this case, Dexter is more or less just asserting how egotistical he is and that he basically views this game as his chance to basically be God. So that's actually really good character writing and is honestly very consistent with how Dexter is as a character. So this is not something that's completely unbelievable for people who watch this show regularly.
41, 40, 43.
Wait. He said 43. The dice says 49. Does my guy have a -3? Was that even possible in AD&D 2nd edition? So eventually DD comes in and asks what everyone's doing, and they reveal that they are playing a knockoff game called Monsters and Mazes, and eventually DD asks if she can play and also GM. Well, she gets pushed back from Dexter, obviously. She gets the green light from everyone else, and now we have DD as the game master.
So, you're walking through the forest and... What? A forest? We were in a dungeon. And what about the evil wizard who was zapping everyone? He's done. What? He's done zapping. Now move along.
Boom! Right there! You don't take crap, you keep on going. Love it.
You're walking along. And you're walking... and you're walking along and...
Yeah, we are encountering the issue of when you're doing completely improvised game sessions as a new player. You're going to wind up just repeating a lot of the same things, and honestly, you don't really have much prepped, so you're going to have to really be thinking on the fly. It can be done, and there are people who are very good at doing improvised game sessions all the time. I personally am not one of them, but I can do a decent improvised session every once in a while. But that's usually because I did enough prep beforehand that I can improvise decently well, but I prefer not to. Seeing the session coming to a grinding halt, Dee Dee decides to throw in a random encounter at the party. She decides on a dragon, and from here we get a nice little reference to Dungeon Masters and players helping each other with abilities, as well as Vorpal Sword's abilities to cut off heads, and, well, we eventually find out that the dragon was in fact a piñata. This is most likely due to the fact that Dee Dee was adjusting the encounter on the fly, realizing that dragons are actually really tough, which is honestly a classic new Dungeon Master mistake.
Why, I'm Lillian Poppyseed, the precocious pixie prince.
The precocious...
If only there was some way I could repay your noble deed.
We seek the magic grail. Perchance you know of it?
This is actually a really good bit of roleplay after a combat encounter. This is great plot progression. It leads from one character, from having an encounter being freed, leading to a reward. Nice little bit of roleplay. This is great.
My mistress, the Fairy Queen would.
The fabled court of the Fairy Queen.
So our party is given various rewards from the Fairy Queen, most likely as a sign of end campaign rewards, and also a little bit of a nod to Galadriel. Dexter complains some more. Our party absolutely loves what Dee Dee did, and will most likely welcome her back to the table. And we end on one final joke of Dexter only being able to burrow. So that was Dexter's Lab, D&D, and honestly, it still holds up. The jokes are fantastic, the references are great, even though some of them are a little bit dated due to referencing more AD&D than anything else. But still, the fact that some elements can still be joked about and even understood is actually pretty amazing, and at times, honestly, kind of sad. So with all that being said, yeah, that's really the end of the episode. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, then let me know below by liking, commenting, and subscribing. Who knows, I may check out more D&D related episodes for other cartoons or shows. We'll see. So this was just a fun experiment. If you enjoyed it, let me know. Until next time, everybody, keep rolling those dice.